Afternoon, West in the world. Welcome to your review video for Tuesday, September 30th, following this morning's lectures on absolutism and an incestuous royalty. Our focus today returned us, after a couple of lectures last week centered around the transformations of religious life, returned our focus to questions of politics, to what is emerging after the era of the wars of religion in Europe. We concentrated on the philosophy of absolutism, the rise of governments dominated by monarchs who claim to be the center of political power, the ones who hold all of the authority, whether political, military, or ultimately even religious in their communities. We talked about this as a byproduct of many things. We mentioned, for example, the influence of the Ottomans. We mentioned that your book discusses the military revolution that presents sort of new needs for the state in raising money to maintain a powerful military. And we talked about a number of different examples of this model of government as it disperses around the European continent. The main case study that we focused on, however, was actually sort of an exception to the rule. That is the case of England, where we followed a course of events that took England through a period of monarchs who attempted to claim absolute monarchy to a period of what we call mixed monarchy. But what we'll see as we move forward in the weeks ahead is that the English case is truly the exception to the rule, that it does not in any way sort of represent the norm for what happens in European life, but that's going to have set its own sort of distinct trajectory. The main issue, or the thing that I suppose you should remember, be sure that you can define out of this morning, was the question with which we began, the notion of legitimacy. Where do these monarchs claim that they derive their right to exercise such tremendous power? And there, of course, the key phrase was that notion of the divine right of kings. What I hope you saw is that not everyone accepts that this is the case, that kings have a divine right to rule in this sort of complete fashion. As we move forward in the days ahead, we're going to be seeing a number of the ways in which this claim of the monarchs is going to be challenged by others. But that is a topic for another day. I'll see you on Thursday morning.